Morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, I am Senate Steve, and obviously today we are making the sides of my ramp truck here. So I'm gonna go ahead and play what I have up until this point. So as you do know, we are going to put diamond plate on the side of this thing here. So basically what I went ahead and did is I ordered a 48-inch section by 10 feet. That was the biggest and longest piece I could get. I tried to find the 18 feet for the overall deck, but I couldn't find just one piece. So we are going to have to make this into two pieces. So if you didn't know, it's actually going to be 24 inches from the top of the deck down to the bottom up until we hit the dovetail section. So from here back, we're going to obviously have a smaller section. We'll get all that sorted out, and I actually figured out that using a regular, wood cutting saw, circular saw, will actually work to cut this aluminum. So you do know I am also putting aluminum on the back of this because obviously I don't like the rust issues that we had prior. Obviously I didn't own the truck for all the rust issues, but I did not want this thing to rust. Also, it pulls a lot more weight off of the truck, so I decided let's just put some lighter material on here. It will be good, it will still be the same, it'll still look good and everything, and then if this ever gets destroyed, it's a cheap fix. So I'm excited about that. Let's just keep plugging and chugging at what I got going on here, and I'll pick back up in a little. Oh, my other GoPro just died. Anyway, so I've got this mapped out about where I want it to be, and I think this is going to actually look pretty cool. So I went ahead and ordered rivets. These are actually like big-headed rivets here that are actually black. They're going to look freaking killer. So basically every 12 inches, I'm going to go ahead and put a rivet the whole way up through the top, and then we're going to find our crossbar, and we're going to go down through. I'm going to put another bar probably every 24, so then every 24 inches or 36. I'm not really 100% sure. Maybe we'll go 36. I don't think we quite need that small of a post, but every 36 inches we'll have a drop bar down through here, and we'll just go ahead and just make them even, make it look straight, and make it look freaking killer, like we're actually trying to do this thing and do this thing right. So I'm gonna keep plugging and chugging here. I know I say that a lot lately, guys, but I freaking love this thing. Like, this truck is really coming along, and I can't wait to just get it done, guys. I'm excited. I want to see this thing actually done. I want to be able to drive it 100% and enjoy it. I want people to look at it. I want people to see it and just, know that I actually built this 100% in my backyard, minus the paint job that Mario did. Huge shout out again to Mario for doing the paint work, and Davies Polishing for polishing up the wheels. Also, for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and just enclose the wheel here, so you will actually see the bottom half of the wheel, but I've got to figure out how I'm gonna do my arch on here. So by the end of this video, you will see that it is off. I learned when I tried to take the wheel off prior to cutting the sides off, it was actually super like hard to do. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna do my arch. I may end up doing like an actual big, you know, whatever size tire we end up putting on here, going out and around that size so that the tire can actually come back out. But when you see this thing done right now, I'm gonna also just leave self tappers back here because I want to be able to, you know, finish this off. I don't want to rivet it and just waste the rivets. So they were actually super expensive, but anyway, I just wanted to be, you know, easy to access it and get in here and get out. So we are going to go with a different size tire here, guys. I am, like I did say in the last video, we are going to actually put this thing on air ride. So my initial goal is to have this when I pull up to a car show, I can just lay the frame and the bottom of this thing the whole way on the ground. I think it would look freaking killer. Don't quote me to that, but that is the goal here. That is what we want to do. It might be, you know, 8 months or 6-7 months down the road that we do this thing on air, but we will get that done in time here, guys. It's going to be kind of a slow process. The next thing I do here, I want to go ahead and complete the interior, and I want to just go ahead and get like this thing painted up and looking freaking killer going down the road. So that's my goal right now, guys. So bear with me on that. The next video you'll see probably will be the interior or something like that, or the deck getting painted. Not really 100%, but we're making great headway here. I decided here to actually just go ahead. I do have 2 rivets in right here. Not a terrible, you know, waste at this point so far. I've only wasted 3. I did kind of do like a test one, but I did only waste 3 rivets. I only have 250 so far, so I want to kind of use these as sparingly as possible for right now. So I'm gonna actually just go ahead and we are gonna just self tap these the whole way down across the top, and then the bottom we're going to go ahead and self tap. That'll just lead us up to when we do the final product and everything. I decided, in case I have to take this thing back apart, I don't want to have to drill out every single rivet. So self tappers it is for right now, and then we'll make the correction here in a later date. So again, we're just gonna kind of roughly get this on here so everything is trimmed and fitted perfectly where we need to be. We're gonna make our back support back here, and I got to do my drop brackets here. Again, let me know in the comments down below, guys. Do you think it's going to be a cleaner look? Well, let me get this on here. We'll peel the plastic off of it, and then I'll get a final thing. Do you think I should put bins in it or not? So stay tuned till the end. Don't leave the video yet. Moving on to the back section here, as you just seen in the time lapse, I went ahead and got this thing all mapped out here. I didn't get my screws exactly perfect where I wanted them to be. We're going to try to definitely make that look a lot better. I'm going to try to put them where I want them to be, but it is what it is. I'm new to all this. I'm learning as I go. I got this seam absolutely perfect. That was super hard to actually do by myself, but I ended up figuring it out. You can tell I was a little bit off when I first started, but not a big deal, guys. We're learning as we go. This is my project. This is something that I want. This is something that I'm going to learn. So went ahead and got our holes in. I'm not sure if you can quite see the green line. We got our line to go down and then over. I'm going to go ahead and cut this. We're going to get it hung, and then we will actually take it back off, and we'll make the frame for back there. So the other thing I was thinking too is I actually want to do this section here with the tire to be its own piece and to be easily removed. So I was as you've seen earlier in the video, I was telling you how it was hard to pull the wheel off on the other side. However, I think I have a solution to that problem. So from here, I'm not sure if you can see my hand. Yeah. So from here to here, we are going to actually make one piece. So this section that you see here will actually be one piece. That way, if I ever do get a flat tire and it hits this and destroys this, we can replace just this section here. I think that's going to make the most sense. This is solid, so this ain't ever going to move. I don't think the tire will explode past this, so I think that is the best solution to the problem. Well, not really a problem, but the solution to what could potentially be a problem. A flat tire, hard to do alongside the road. You just make this piece here able to be detached and put back on, and you should be good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this piece trimmed out here, go ahead and hang this section here, and then we'll come back and I'll figure out this section. Again, I might not figure out this section in this video, but let me know in the comments down below. Do you want to see open wheel? Oh, you want to see open wheel, or you would see, I'd say, about that much of the wheel going down the road? Let me know in the comments section down below which way you would prefer it, and I'm gonna keep plugging and chugging. I think we're actually like at the moment of truth where we can tear this off. Now again, I didn't fasten the bottom. The bottom we are going to fasten. You do know the front of this is framed in. I could easily just go ahead and fasten that in, but I'm just going to wait on that until I'm ready to do the rivets and everything. But man, oh day. Is the ramp truck going to look freaking sick? Oh, I love this thing. I know a bunch of you guys have the mixed reviews. Everybody said that I should actually leave this open, but I think this is honestly the best look ever, because it is just going to be sleek, it's going to be clean, and then later on, once we get our air ride, it will look freaking killer, to say the least, when this thing just lays the whole way down. So what I did back here was I wanted to leave a section that way this actually hits the ground and nothing else. So I did go ahead and cut it up a little bit. It's not a big deal. I did that, you know, obviously for the reason I'd rather this hit the bottom than the frame of all of this. So not a big deal. I left plenty of room back here. I can go ahead and just frame in the section from here across, and it'll just look freaking killer. So man, I gotta admit, just looking at this, it's looking sharp. It's starting to look better and better with each passing day. And once we get our black rivets in here, this thing is going to freaking look insane. The other thing we're gonna do here, you guys do know I gotta incorporate some kind of orange. I think what we're gonna do is, I think we're gonna go ahead and just, we're gonna rhino line from here over probably the top inch, and then we'll rhino line down the center. We'll rhino line the bottom an inch, just to kind of give it like a cleaner look, like a lot smoother of a flow. And then up here on the diamond plate on the bed of the truck, we're gonna do orange. So I hope you guys are excited. This thing is really, really starting to take shape, and I am freaking pumped. I'm pumped. It's actually like, it looks like a truck again. Like it looks like a proper ramp truck. All right guys, I'm gonna end the video there, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep making progress. It's actually super early right now. It's actually only 6 o'clock, but it seems like the sun is gonna want to go down. So I'm gonna go ahead and frame out the back section. I'm probably gonna work all night on doing the other side over there. It's not a big deal. I don't really have anything else planned going on. And I hope you guys enjoyed this build, and it's going to look freaking killer when it's all said and done. It absolutely looked like crap with them bolts all silver. So the things I have to do just for a good looking thumbnail took me an extra 40 minutes. Okay, it took me like 15 minutes, but I wanted to get the good thumbnail, so I went ahead and painted up the bolts and the edge, because the edge of this actually looked like that. Darn it, I missed one, but thumbnail looked good. Yeah, that's what the edge looked like right there. So it at least looks good now. All right, take care. We'll see you in the next one. Look at the difference here between this one and then when I switch over, it will be the iPhone. So it is still only like 650 at night here, but watch the difference. Ready? Switch to the iPhone. Literally a night and day difference. Man, I'm so glad. I think we are going to leave no bins, guys. It just gives it that much cleaner of a look.